Good evening. Before we start, I'd like to introduce two new Board of Zoning Appeals members. To my left, your right, Matthew Tipperman, welcome. And to my right, your left, Lorna Bowie, welcome. At this time, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Let the record indicate the following board members are present: Matthew Tipperman, Lorna Bowie, Shane Thomas, William Donovan, and myself, George Maurer. At this time, I'd like to call the zoning officer to read the advertisement.
Town of Manchester Board of Zoning Appeals, public hearing Wednesday, August 30th, 7 o'clock. Case 299, the request is for approval to expand an existing non-conforming use. The applicant proposes a 34-foot by 60-foot addition to the rear of the existing building of Smitty's Automotive pursuant to Town Code Section 250-10B. Location is 3397 York Street. The applicant is Timothy Logston Sr., and the basis for this is 250-10B of the zoning ordinance. The mail notices were sent to adjoining property owners on August 7th. It was published in the Carroll County Times August 15th and 16th, and the property was posted by sign August 16th. The property is located at 3397 York Street, is currently in the R7500 residential zoning district. In this zoning district, service stations are no longer a principal permitted use. However, this service station existed prior to the Town of Manchester creating zoning regulations in the 70s. As such, the use has been grandfathered and allowed to continue. Smitty's Automotive is owned by Mr. Logston, and he has been renovating and updating the service station since his purchase of the former Louis Garage. He would now like to expand his building to allow for more bays with lifts. He currently has 3 operational bays, and he wants to add 4 bays to the rear of the building, which would be a 14-foot high door to allow taller vehicles to be placed on lifts. He's requesting the board's approval to expand an existing non-conforming use by proposing the 34 by 60 addition to the rear of the building. He owns both parcels of land and would be able to meet all setbacks for the addition. Setbacks would be 8-foot side yards and 35-foot rear yard, as you can see from the drawings that I gave you for this. The height of the addition would be 16 feet and is within the 40-foot maximum height for the zoning of the property. And that's my statement.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to ask all who will be speaking on this case to stand to be sworn in. And Bill, would you swear them in, please? It's on the back side of your... If you wish to speak this evening, you need to stand and be sworn in. Okay. Bill?
Do you solemnly declare or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the testimony which you are about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to ask the applicant or a representative for the applicant to come forward. State your name, address for the record, and then present your case.
Hi, Timothy Logston Sr. And I just want to add on to the building so we can service larger, pickup trucks and stuff. Because as of now, we can only work on small cars. The bays aren't deep enough and the ceilings are low. So that's what the purpose of adding on is.
Okay. At this time, board members, do you have any questions for Mr. Logston?
The current building, the colors are going to remain the same, or you think about changing any of the colors to the current structure? Or
No, the new structure will be the same colors with the white doors and trim and all on the backside with all the handles and stuff.
That's all I have at this time. Thank you.
Okay. I have. I was wondering, I see in the drawing, the building, the imprint, how it's going to look. The grassy area that's going to be below the building towards Christmas Tree Park, are you going to pave that all with blacktop to service your parking area? Or what is your plan for the grassy area? Because you're not going to drive on the grass to get into the bays.
No. I want to have like a concrete apron coming out of the building, but I'd rather keep stone so that rainwater doesn't flood Christmas Tree Park.
Well, okay,
Because with all that blacktop, it's just going to be a lot of runoff.
right.
So hopefully most of it will get absorbed into the ground.
So you're thinking about going stone down to the gravel
Yeah, where the
parking
gravel-
area
yeah,
there?
Yeah, and
Or
then it'll be
you're gonna
grass
be
on the other side.
of the okay. Do board members see where I mean? Okay. And do you plan on blocking or putting any landscaping to block the new building from your neighbors? The view for your neighbor, or lights on the back? I mean, you're gonna have lights on the back of the garage, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, for security.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if, I'm just asking, if you're,
I would rather not, because I don't want to block anybody's view, and if I got to put something high enough, because the lights will be low. They're not going to be up to the top of the doors. They'll probably be 5 feet off the ground.
okay.
Just little lights there. But I don't want to block anybody's view by putting up fences or anything like that.
And you're taking that berm, digging that berm out and putting it down below? Or just to make it level there for the garage, bringing that dirt down to the front of the,
If I can use it to make it a little more level, yeah. If not, I'll just haul it out.
okay. And the only other thing I'm sorry, I have is in the back of the building, by the ground floor door, by the chimney
Yeah, and the air
and the,
conditioner.
well, that cement block is really bumped out, like somebody hit the wall from the inside and pushed that block out,
Yeah, I
really
think
damaged
when-
your wall.
I think when Leon Miller owned it, one of the mechanics actually did hit the wall from the inside.
It
but
looks
that-
like it.
It was in like the late 50s, early 60s when that happened. It's been like that ever since.
Okay, and I just wondered,
But I
do
do
you
want to
plan
fix
on
that.
correcting
Yeah,
that when you put the
yeah.
new building in?
Definitely, I want to have that done too at the same time.
I just had one question.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Okay, thanks.
Go ahead, Bill.
How you gonna get from downstairs to the upstairs? Is there gonna be a stairway in there? or
Yeah, I want to put one of the windows I want to take out
something? Okay,
and make a staircase that goes down to the new building
Okay.
and have that enclosed.
okay.
It might be that bumped out window.
Yeah, that's one of the windows that's coming out.
I don't know, I'm just saying, that might be the best thing for that bumped out window. Okay.
That's all I had.
And anybody else? Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
At this time, are there any adjoining property owners who received notification of the hearing and who were sworn in and would like to make a statement in the case? Come forward, one at a time, state your name, address for the record, and present your case. At this time, there are no adjoining property members that wish to speak. Are there any other interested persons who were sworn in and would like to make a statement in the case? Come forward, one at a time, state your name and address for the record, and present your case. At this time, there are no other interested party wishing to make a statement. At this time, I'd like to ask the applicant for their final statement in the case. Yes. It's a formality.
I don't know what to say for a final statement, but I wanna keep everything looking nice and, you know, probably put some shrubbery in and stuff like that, just so it doesn't look like an eyesore or anything like that.
How long have you owned the building?
2 years, 2.5 years maybe.
Okay.
It took me a whole year because we had to put a whole new roof on it, all new trusses, all new doors, had it totally rewired because it had the old glass fuses and all. So all the electric's been done.
I remember it when it was a car wash.
Yeah. So everything's been done in that part of the
Okay.
building, so it's all up to code there.
All right. Thank you.
Alrighty?
Mhm.
Thanks.
I would like to ask others for their final statement, which there are none. I'd like to close the public hearing and record for the case. All right. At this time, I reopen the meeting. At this time, the board will vote. All those in favor of granting the further development of the property? Is that the correct terminology? The further development of the property?
Yeah,
Or they can move forward to zoning?
yeah,
Non,
what's the addition?
Okay.
the non-conforming use
Sorry.
expansion is approved.
At this time, take a vote for the non-conforming use of the expansion for a vote. And all those are one at a time. Shane?
Aye. For it.
For it.
Matthew? Bill?
For it.
Aye. This time it is unanimous, is granted non-conditional, non-conforming use to move forward. Thank you.